a few remarks. I don't even have PowerPoint slides about payments. Transactions to be processed in 60 minutes during a peak period. But even that figure doesn't make sense. So we said, okay, 60 minutes times 60 seconds, that's 3,600 seconds. How many transactions do you think we would process per second during that 60-minute period? Now, I won't ask for names, hands up. Maybe you can think about it in your head. But for me, it was a staggering figure. It was 758 transactions per second for 3,600 seconds. Now, that gives you some sense of the sophistication of the South African payments industry. But then we have some strange things. Now, forget about all the banking terms, but it is a bit strange that South Africa is one of the few countries where if you want to pay for petrol, you have to do it either in cash or with a separate petrol card. Okay, it's a South African curiosity, and it's one that incidentally we're working very hard to phase out before 2010, because we don't want 450,000 foreign visitors here, and they can't pay for their petrol, for their rented cars, unless they draw cash. Another curiosity that we have here is that online payments are dependent on credit cards. So we've seen a huge growth in the online space in South Africa. People are now paying for groceries and for travel, particularly for airline bookings on the internet. But right now they're restricted predominantly to credit cards, and obviously that's what we want to announce here today, is to say that we want to make it possible for anyone who's got a banking account, for the millions and millions of people who bank with FNB, and at last count we had 6.2 million customers. We want to enable them to go online, make payments, and particularly if they want to do it with low-cost airline, the leading partner for us, such as Mango, we want to allow that for all our customers. Now, one more remark. There's a book that you can buy called Micro Trends. All of us know about the macro trends in the world. Let's say Americans are getting fatter. Okay, that's a macro trend. But there's a micro trend, would you know it in the world, that there are Americans getting thinner and thinner. That restrict themselves to calorie intakes of lower than 2,500 calories a day because you live longer that way. Or there's a big trend towards pop and rock music. But did you know a micro trend is that classical music is growing by the day? Now, okay, why am I giving you this entire background? It's because the same type of thing is happening in cell phone banking in the world. A lot of the articles report on the micro trends, that there are new names coming up with cell phone banking. Kenya, it's M-Pesa. We have companies in South Africa that just do cell phone banking. But quite often the reporting is on those micro trends, whereas the big macro trends are being missed. And the big macro trend is the incredible growth that the existing banks have with cell phone banking. It far outstrips those micro trends. In fact, in these tough times, because these are tough times in banking, I can assure you, it's wonderful for me whenever I look at the statistics of cell phone banking and I see that they grow at the same monthly rates that some of our other businesses are growing on an annual basis. And that you see businesses growing, payment growing at 100% a year. That's a great industry to be in. So, for us, we're very proud of the innovation that we can bring to the South African market of cell phone banking and cell phone payments. It is very simple, you'll see. But payments require partnerships. It's no use for us saying, okay, we make a payment option available to our 6 million customers, but they have nowhere to pay. So, Nico, we're exceptionally proud of our partnership with you. We salute you as being a leader and adopting this before any of your competitors have. We know that a lot of our FNB customers are going to be very, very happy to avail of this option. We're proud of the partnership.